Hey guys, Panda Brady here once again with more Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Before I listen to everything she said to me. Before I show you how much I love you. Before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. What? What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Panda Brady, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls that out after me. Blech. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something the boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. No! No, I knew it! Oh, and that jump scare. Elam al Vayu? What? Oh. What the heck just happened? What? Happy thoughts. Trace back. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 No! What? No! What the what? Monica, why are you over her? Let's reload. What? No! No! That's exactly how I feel. Also Inzunald, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend, blah, blah, blah. We used to watch, okay. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me. What the fudge? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always watched school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to... What is going on? Son of... Nobody told me this would happen. They said it would get weird, but... I didn't think this. There's always the anime club, blah blah blah. Ordinary as ever, after I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. They really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Panda Brady? What the... Monica? Is Monica evil? Was I making jokes and actually predicting this? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We know each other well. We rarely talk... Is this gonna be a Jiffany thing? Is this gonna turn into Jiffany from frickin' Gravity Falls? Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here, or markers? I guess you could check the closet. There might be crayons and poster paper. Oh, you're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics. I know you can't. Feels like nothing but arguing about the yeah, I know. I remember this. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. What was that? Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. You mean 4? Don't you dare forget about Sayori. Oh, so many emotions right now. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. Making a visual novel that makes the reader question their moral choices. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Maka say she? Hey, Panda Brady. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy, please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. You freaking liar, you told me save often, so that I can see what the other paths lead to. Oh, I'm so mad at you. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Obviously the evil mastermind of this game. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Panda Brady, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. What? Jiffany? Undo! You can't undo who you are! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Oh no. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. What the? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Panda Brady. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I know. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Though by the end of this game, that may be what she's planning on. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. I recognize her, alright. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Why are you the vice president? It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into... Oops. That probably sounded horrible. I'll do that later. So I ran into Panda Brady in a classroom, and he decided to come check out this club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica... Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. Bake cupcakes that look like cats. I know. I'm getting really frustrated. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Panda Brady? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make this club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Blah, 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 blah. I've read this before. Yep. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. No, Sayori worked really hard. Don't you forget her. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself and relates. So, Panda Brady, what kind of things do you? Well, blah, 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 manga, blah, 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 blah. Yes, we've been through this. I will cut ahead until actual stuff starts again. Cutting back in here, these last two lines are starting to make more sense. Cutting back out. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Sayori. Oh, I'm so guilty. Will I really be happy spending every day at school, blah blah blah, getting close to these girls? Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dream. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Oh no, this is about Natsuki. Oh. So, I just now noticed, no matter what I picked, Natsuki jumped, and that poem was about Natsuki, so I have a feeling that this game has been playing me a fool, and is going in order of the girls. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What the heck just happened? Thanks for keeping your promise, Panda Brady. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, why am I in front of the words? Certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Panda Brady. We'll make sure that your comfort comes first, okay? What happened to the music? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Well, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not... blah blah blah. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. Okay, it's more of the same stuff, so... Now that everyone's still in it, except Monica, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Whoa. She never put stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna just mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stat books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of the things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of those shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Panda Brady. Consider this a lesson straight from the... Whoa, don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from a box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Wah! That was a very girlish sound. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Innuendos! She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, Baka. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Don't judge a book by its cover. What about this game? I sure did that. I'm really irritated that Sayori's dead. And I can't go back to see what would have happened the other ways. Probably ends the same way. Oh, she hung herself because I didn't admit my love to her. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be irritating enough to make up for the lack of plot. Aw, that's actually an adorable face. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown all out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. For those of you that do believe that anime and manga is for kids, why don't you look up Uzumaki? Not the ninja. Uzumaki the horror manga. Yeah, go ahead and give that a read and tell me how you sleep. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would be... Whoa. Okay, so that poem was saying the opposite of what he does. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Ellipses. Ellipses. Watermelon. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Why? Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Panda Brady. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. What the fudge just happened? What is going on? Am I in the Matrix? That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, is her blood sugar okay? Because I've never seen anybody with diabetes do that before. Why don't we all share poems now? I'm frightened. Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Panda Brady. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like any new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Sorry, I was just looking at my, my game files over here. Can you... what? Can you hear me? What is going on? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their hosts, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. What? Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. What is going on? And I didn't read this one earlier. Oh, it's a PNG. Sayori, I miss you. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, why don't you share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Panda Brady. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Panda Brady. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. Why don't you go with her and build up a relationship and find out about her problems with her parents, her father beating her and doing weird stuff like that. And then you're going to have a mental breakdown as I kill her too. So take that as a compliment, if you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. What the fudge? But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just try looking at the bright side. How? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Oh, so we're going back through what I said the first few times. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Oh, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try too hard, but we've gone over this. Big dark ink puddle. Just keep moving forward. Thanks for listening. Okay. I'm going to save it here. No, they did. They actually get rid of your save game data. Dang it. I bet they had some thing to stop you if you tried to back it up, too. Anyways, that's gonna be it for now, guys. Make sure to like and favorite if you enjoyed. Make sure to share to spread this party. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Panda Party. Because there ain't no party like Panda Party, because Panda Party don't stop. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
You